We are playing with MystCraft, and just to give you a quick idea of what's going on, I am on my first MystCraft world, and we've got a mushroom biome over here, plains over here. I dug out a little trench just so that we could compare the rate of grass spread to mycelium spread. The grass is winning. Mycelium spreads much, much slower. Now over here, I have been digging out some crystal, and over there you see something which is not decay, it is chunk error. So I'm going to say reload. And that looks so much better. Now, one thing that you need to be aware of, you see what looks like a hole in the water over there? Well, it is a hole in the water. There is air above me at the moment, so I am safe, and I want to show you the big hazard of MystCraft. Now, what I'm doing here is collecting a new resource that is found in the MystCraft world. And that's all of the collection that I'm going to do. You can notice that you can see the ground underneath it. Oh, actually, I've got some more stuff over here I can collect. There is air underneath me. What you are seeing is called decay, and it will spread upward but will not cross an air boundary. I don't want to kill you. The world will kill you soon enough, but I cannot have you on top of me. Simply put, it is not safe to come down. Look at all that. That's not lighting bug. That is world disappearing into the void that is the void. Decay opens up a hole down past bedrock. And if you think that means that it will take out your world, it's exactly what it means. The first world that you make in MystCraft will always be what's the word? Badly written, because you don't know what you're doing the first time. So it is a 100% guarantee that your first world will be subject to decay like this. Now, did I bring any? I'm sorry. I cannot risk you pushing me into the water because the water simply is not safe. Alright. Now, there's a couple of ways to deal with decay. One is to simply try to outrun it. Decay spreads, but it spreads slower than you walk, and you could just outrun it. But for now, I actually want to go and take a closer look at it. So, I brought along some food. Test, test, test. Test, test, test.
It's 4:30.
Well, I thought I was recording that. Apparently I am not. I did not. So, one more time, this time for real. We're looking at decay. This was all water. It is now spreading decay. I am well above air, so I am safe. Hotbar item 7 is my emergency departure. This world is supposed to be eternal twilight, and for a long time it was eternal twilight. There are 4 known pockets of decay. There may be more. I'm seriously debating whether to try outrunning the decay off into the horizon. But decay is supposed to lower blocks down. Yet there were a huge number of water blocks in this area that have disappeared. I don't know what happens to the water blocks when these things go poof, but for whatever reason the water is no longer around. So I still have my sneak on, and I'm in permanent sneak mode thanks to a Macintosh. I can have sneak it mapped to the shift lock, caps lock. So we're going to watch the decay over here, and there's big piles of solid stationary water with big piles of solid stationary water with deep amounts of dirt under them. So it looks like decay turns water. It doesn't move the water down, it turns the water into air. And it's falling more than one at a time in some places. So, going for a swim is kind of dangerous. In fact, very dangerous. Stupidly dangerous. Emergency hotbar number 7. All right. Stupidity dangerous. Whoa, okay. Yeah. This is... All right. This is probably the dumbest idea I've ever had for this game. Now, at any time, the ground under me can go poof. So let's start climbing up. Yeah. Stick my head out of the water so I can breathe and show you a little bit. Yeah. I don't think I will be doing this ever again. However, I have made it to the surface. Now, let's not do that again. So, as I said, there's at least 3 known crystal generates underwater, not just above water. That's nice to know. There's at least several known decay spots. So let's see if we can find our original home, our original link return home. Now, before I leave this world, I did a little test to see this is the border between plains and mushroom, grass and mycelium. So I did a quick little dig test to see which would spread further. Grass is the clear winner, it spreads farther. Neither one spreads into the other's territory. Just like that. Now, this area, as I said, was all Twilight, light level 10 everywhere. I don't know why it started moving, but let's see if we can outrun Decay. Decay's got a great head start. So I'm going to arbitrarily pick east as the direction to head and just try to keep heading east and go farther than the Decay. If I can travel far enough, I will eventually reach new chunks that have not loaded. Is that Decay in the mountain? That is Decay in the mountain, so scram. So yeah, this, in case you are curious, was my first world. First worlds are guaranteed to be unstable and full of decay because you don't know any symbols and have no way to make them safe. I should have made a boat. A boat would be really intelligent. So as soon as I grab shore, I'm going to make myself a boat. Now, something that I'm really curious about. Since decay turns water into air, we've confirmed that. What will happen here? Ooh, no, you get back here! Do not ask me how that happened. It was not intentional, planned, or anything. The last thing I want is a surprise skeleton. As I said, this area is supposed to be all nice and safe from monsters, but the lighting level is not what it's supposed to be. So, why are we here? Well, there's something very interesting that I want to get on camera. Over here, unwanted pauses. You cannot put jack-o'-lanterns on top of... Okay, well anyways, here's the thing. We've got some water blocks with these stones on top of them. So I really want to see what happens as the decay arrives. So I'm in a safe spot. I'm going to pause the recording and I will get back to you while this is allowed to run.